matching up against Jimmy Butler. Adebayo in the paint. Wide open three for Robinson. He got it. Boy, you can't give him room.
Well, it's the danger, though, David. Dwayne Bacon goes
trying to chase Duncan Robinson around screens. Butler into the middle. Robinson, quick release. Good again. That's Butler in a crowd. Out to Robinson for three. Duncan Robinson, third three of the game.
And John, out of game number 2, Miami hoping for two things: fewer turnovers and more of these, more threes. It starts with a Duncan Robinson kaboom.
Well executed play.
Ingram already has 6 points for the Pelicans. His hero dribble drives. Robinson hoists for three. Kaboom.
See Dragic from the left side cutting down the middle, impressed with the young guy's maturity.
Duncan from downtown. Kaboom. 3 trays on the band. His first rebound. Robinson in transition. Kaboom. How about Robinson and Avery Bradley, who cuts back door and finds Robinson. Kaboom. Oh, nice choice. Good with 32 points in this quarter, already their highest scoring quarter of this young season. Robinson rips it from under a minute left, third quarter. Robinson from downtown. Kaboom. Too early in the season to make it any worse. We're going to give him some rest. We'll find out if he plays tomorrow night. Robinson for three. Duncan gets free for the corner tray and buries it. And Ron Rothstein. Duncan Robinson, Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero, Andre Iguodala, Avery Bradley starting this.
offensively. 38% from that three-point line.
Duncan Robinson, and now Miami.
Butler at the throttle. Open is Robinson. Here it comes. Kaboom. In. Butler against Gilgeous-Alexander. Robinson, angle three. Kaboom. Duncan. 3 for 18 from downtown. Won't deter them. They'll keep hoisting. Robinson for three. Kaboom. Dunk from Toronto. Miami shooting 57% tonight. Robinson stays red hot.
From the bench. Pick and roll, and then the heart of their offense is the three-point game, and then also
by 8. Miami's trailed the entire game. Duncan Robinson, that's his second three-pointer.
That from him, more active on the offensive glass.
Duncan Robinson gets another good look. Duncan
on the perimeter. Miami, everything has been beyond the three-point line. They've been outworked here in the last 2 minutes.
Duncan.
Now make something happen here now.
Inside Adebayo. Adebayo gathers out to Robinson for three.
Figure. So what does that tell me? They do a great job moving the ball and sharing the ball on the offensive end.
Duncan Robinson, quick catch and release on the third.
It's too much for space, Denny.
Unbelievable.
Too much space. He already made a mistake the first time.
The bug at an early age, and I don't think it's ever left him. And what has he done with it? Pretty remarkable. Wow.
Missing from beyond. Miami thinking 2 for 1 here in the first half. Robinson for a three, and down it goes for Duncan beyond the arc. Right now their largest lead at 8. Rather healthy three from Robinson, and down it goes. Studio here at Wells Fargo Center. Andre Iguodala, his own miss. Robinson. He is high man for the Sixers. Robinson for three.
Got to make sure you address that quickly.
Vincent was solid as a driver as well. Duncan Robinson
on the floor, pressure by the hash mark leads to the turnover, and they're out and running. This guy, man, it's kind of deflating when you don't execute.
The truth. Robinson, rather healthy three. We know he's capable.
A few extra pounds acquired in the weight room. That stuff goes a long way in a 72-game season.
Here's Okpala, full head of steam. Robinson off the fake, will fire. Kaboom. Oh, so pretty when it leads Robinson down with a rebound. Derrick Rose still able to drive and kick. Here's Derrick Robinson. Duncan Robinson splashing in his six right there for 23-year-old Josh Jackson, fourth-year pro out of Kansas. Robinson with a goal against Milwaukee earlier this year. A 21-point lead for Detroit. Robinson rips the cords from downtown. Again, the Pistons lead by 21. Robinson, kaboom. Duncan Robinson.
Huge lifts. Miami really working on their spacing to reduce turnovers. They've been able to get some good shots. Nothing going, though. There's a nice drive.
Shot 51%. A steal by Iguodala. Took it away from Bay. The trailer, Robinson for three. Kaboom. Duncan, none. Fires ahead for Vincent. Runs right to the three-point line. Bam. Dribble handoff. Robinson. Yes. Duncan Robinson. Two. Dragic. Driving past Ellington. Good ball movement. Duncan's open. Kaboom. Predictable result with that much airspace for Robin. Three. All from three. Just 3 points in his 21 minutes. Robinson. Kaboom. The net barely moved. His fifth triple to Plumlee misses on the Grant lob, and here comes Kendrick. Robinson in transition. Kaboom. Lethal. Absolutely lethal.
Staff that is going to figure it out, as well as veteran players like Kyle and Fred in the backcourt.
Duncan Robinson connect.
When you play them, right? So for the Raptors, you're playing a shorthanded Heat team. It could be the same when they play them again Friday. So a great opportunity to take advantage of if you can.
Robinson, Nunn gives it up. Olynyk. Dragic. Here's Robinson. Gal.
No hesitation.
That's Serge's spot, by the way, right?
Yep,
and without Serge, somebody needs to take that over. Here's.
Yeah, they were #1 in points against. They're 15th right now. Second in field goal percentage defense. Now they're 12th.
From Brooklyn. He's been in Vermont, though, for years. Never lost it.
Yeah, of course you know.
Here's Duncan Robinson.
So something up there.
Robinson.
And he makes it look easy. Duncan Robinson got the space and connects. Robinson just lethal of his career high. Robinson is lethal from downtown and hits.
The rest of the lineup, everyone with at least 4 shots.
Robinson heaves it and hits.
Heat come in at 6 and 9. They are missing a who's who. Robinson gets the scoring started.
Open run to the rim.
R.J. Hampton, the rookie out of Dallas, Texas, committed the Denver foul. There's Duncan for three. Duncan Robinson. He trailed by a game-high 21 right now. 3:42 left in the second quarter. Robinson from down. And Tyler Hero, John, that could be fun to watch. Duncan Robinson gets his own miss back, tries again, and buries a three.
How about that for confidence?
Out. Hero off the bounce, driving on Terrence Mann. Robinson from the angle. Kaboom. There's Duncan Robinson. 9 rebounds coming off the bench in their 2-point win over Toronto. Robinson buries the three. 6 and 9 from 3. Iguodala maneuvering. That's Robinson burying another triple.
You're a lot more tentative and don't want to lower that shoulder than attack the basket.
Robinson for 3. Kaboom.
He outfoxed.
Fox had 7 turnovers last night. He's played well tonight. Here's Robinson. Buries a contest.
Now that Jimmy's back, he doesn't have to facilitate quite as often.
I think you're right. I think you see his rebound numbers improve. Robinson buries a 3. The Hornets lead by 2. Robinson was open, now fires from 3. Kaboom. Doesn't take him long to walk. Iguodala cross court for Bradley. Dragic with 5 on the shot clock. Here's Duncan. Kaboom. Duncan Robinson. Charlotte right now in 8th place. Same record as number 7 Cleveland in the East. Robinson. Kaboom. Duncan.
Stepping into that shot in the short corner. 6 points for Beal.
Wizards look like they're in a zone, and Duncan Robinson drills a 3 at the top of that zone.
The court to get an easy run out on the sideline break.
Dragic finding Robinson. Kaboom. If you're the point up, Bradley from Dragic, ball moving well. Robinson between 2 defenders. Kaboom. Duncan Robinson will go 1 dribble. Olynyk starting 16 of the last 17 games for Miami. There's Robinson. That's good. Duncan Robinson. Butler against Hachimura. No double. Into the corner for Duncan's three. Kaboom. Always a good decision.
Keeps you motivated.
We saw that yesterday as well. Knicks on the floor here at the Garden about 2.5, 3 hours prior to the start from behind the arc.
Remember, Bullock started out hot. What, he has, what, 4?
Robinson, corner three.
How can you leave him uncontested, Bo? He's a lethal three.
2013 season.
Yeah, Bullock's splendid shooting. And there's a good three-baller right there. Baseline. Good job by Payton to take it away.
Here's Robinson, corner three over Barrett.
Yeah, tough shot.
Many times.
And the three for just getting underway in Houston. Robinson with the catch and shoot. That's his specialty. Rebounded by Adebayo.
This is where Adebayo has improved. He leads Miami in assists. Last year, not as good. Only 7 points, and percentage is way down.
This is Duncan Robinson from downtown. Catch and shoot by Robinson. Does it again.
Mr. Reliable when it comes to catching that ball in the paint if you're Derek Favors, not wasting any time on it.
Duncan Robinson. Booty last night, 27 points, 12 rebounds, 4 blocks. And maybe the biggest stat of all as you watch Rob.
The beginning of this game, Miami a very good defensive team. How they're approaching, you see, they love to shoot the three.
Olynyk has the loose ball. Clippers lead by 1. Robinson a catch and shoot three, and that is not good news. He is so tough. Out on the here, Coffey tries to whip it inside. Intercepted turnover. Clippers back-to-back giveaways. Robinson for 3, and he's range. They're top blocking him. He's trying to get to the rim. Jimmy Butler back in. Oh, right on cue. Robinson does just what we said. Out in their minds. Adebayo had the post up, and then Robinson Mulder. He's looking for a shooter. Sets the screen. Duncan Robinson 3 is perfect.
See, Olynyk out front. Duncan Robinson runs around those screens and sprints in.
But for the Kings offense, if we took a snapshot and paused it when the ball's over there and you got double team down low, you ask is.
Duncan Robinson, little pitch and get.
Same thing. Yeah, that's the same thing again.
And Robinson hits another 3. And a missed shot in the restricted area. Robinson catch and shoot, man.
Tell him how you feel.
This guy, Glenn Robinson III, going to be there courtesy of Mattress Firm. Sounds like a wild time. I tell you what, Duncan Robinson having a wild time.
Scoring ability when James is resting.
Duncan Robinson for 3. That's his first three-pointer tonight.
And Mike, if you remember back to that game on January 4th, it was over early because of shots like that. Miami, a major adjustment defensively. Robinson, he's got to go 6 feet. Little mismatches. It was SGA on Olynyk. Robinson steps into the 3. Boy, that is a smooth stroke. His nose for offensive rebounds is just impressive, and Duncan. The Thunder missed its first 10 shots of the 4th. Robinson flares and swishes the 3. Lou Dort.
He got a full taste of that orange leather.
Boy, Duncan Robinson.
Defending Jimmy Butler. Van Vliet is on none. Those are 2 primetime matchups. Long 3, Robinson buries it.
Maybe some easier putbacks.
Raptors got out-rebounded by the Sixers last night by 16. These are 2 teams that are challenged. 3:10 left in the half. Robinson, open look at 3. Kaboom. That is like into a missed layup. Heat ahead by 3. Butler sends it back. Robinson sends it up. Kaboom. Duncan Robinson, 17 points.
His side, meaning away from the basket on the three-point side, trying to force Duncan to get back door. That's a great way to find Duncan, though.
Bam against Derek Favors. Nice find. Robinson, the wing three, got it. Duncan. That sheet, some eye-popping numbers. We'll share them with you when we get a chance. Robinson throws up a three and buries it. Duncan, Well, the Jazz have scored the last 5 points in this game. It's even at 103 with 8 minutes left. There's Robinson, a three. Duncan delivers again. He's got
if he is able to get a step of being able to finish in the paint.
Duncan gets a good look. Splash. Duncan Robinson. Won the shoot. Robinson. Kaboom. Duncan Robinson.
He can reach comfortably out to the half-court line.
See that he could generate some offense in the second half. That's Duncan. That's good. Duncan
seemed to have the ability to be able to overcome or counter defenses trapping him up top.
Duncan Robinson unloaded. Heat trail by 4, 5:20 left, third quarter. Robinson tees up a three. Kaboom. Duncan Robinson, right now, he is the answer for a team that has had trouble making
ready for All-Star break as well. Looking forward to Sunday. It's going to be a fun day. You got the skills challenge, three-point shooting. Duncan Robinson.
Their first 3 shots.
They're all outside beyond the arc. I've got some good driving kick looks, though.
Robinson buries a contest.
Go hard and spurts and be effective. He's going to pick up some fouls because of his physicality, but he helps set a tone that Miami wants.
Oh, that was a deep three. And the long rebound to Akpala. Robinson from downtown. Kaboom. Duncan Robinson's third.
Active hands. There goes the steal. They got a 2-on-1 break. Didn't finish. Good defense there by Zach LaVine. Someone else will follow. That's what great players do.
Got to get out on Robinson. LaVine trying to work around the screen. Style of play. And Zach Zarba is one of the best officials in the game.
Exactly.
You know that this crew's going to understand that.
And I mean, even when we played, we understood if you're a soft team defensively,
yeah,
you're not going to get any.
And he's trying to stick with Tyler Hero. Robinson. That's a guy you cannot leave open.
You pretty much got to marry yourself.
Here's Dragic. He's had a good run here in the fourth. Out to Robinson, had to jump to catch the ball.
Defender is there, Achua, rebounded by Robinson. Robinson going to keep on firing, got it for 3.
You shoot it as well as he does. It's here by Mo Bamba, giving Terrence Ross that open look.
Robinson, 3 again.
And another guy that can play the wing, the guard position.
True. Robinson looked like he was a little off balance, but he fired in. Miami with the ball. Robinson got it for 3. Duncan Robinson.
First 5 points. Cavaliers took a timeout 53 seconds in and rallied back with 9 unanswered until that splash from the King points. Cavaliers with 18 of their 26 in the paint. Robinson, kaboom. Duncan Robinson, all shooting 57% from the field. They've only taken 13 threes tonight. That's number 14. That's right on the money for Duncan Robinson. A rebound right back to it. Duncan from downtown, kaboom. Duncan Robinson with 14.
Butler already 4 triple-doubles this year. Duncan Robinson, that's what he does, and a Grizzly. That would have been one for the highlight reel there, without a doubt. And Duncan Robinson hits a 3 on the other end.
Working motion for their team.
Olynyk, Duncan Robinson won't miss twice.
Well, Hawks have seemingly responded to Nate McMillan, and now they're just 1 game behind Miami in the conference standings. Duncan Robinson almost on Brooklyn. Their defense has played much better than that tonight. Duncan delivers. Robinson tripling, missing the 3. Rebound tapped out by Adebayo to none. Duncan tries again. Kaboom.
Court offense, get the ball to Jimmy Butler, high pick and roll action, great shots.
Duncan from downtown, kaboom. Flexion Adebayo, steal for Hero. 2-point lead in the ball. Robinson for 3. Yes! Duncan delivers. Defenses from man to zone, sometimes full court pressure. Duncan for three. Got it. Oh, much needed for the strip and the steal by Iguodala. Zigzagging ahead. Finds Robinson open for three. Yes.
Hit 7 of 13 from three-point range.
And you really don't worry that much about him finding that rhythm.
Off the bench, they're basically isolators. So you're not going to get many assists. They do it themselves. Here is Hero, 8 from 3, 27 points.
Marv, I'm feeling like he might get 50 tonight. He is in an incredible.
Duncan Robinson from downtown.
Already got a 16-point first half. He's got the last 8 for the Hornets. Duncan Robinson back in the ball game. Sweet.
And the result is even better.
Basket's the size of a hula hoop for Malik. The $2 pistol is Terry Rozier. Duncan Robinson relocates and snakes it through. Robinson. And do the Hornets want a timeout? It's down to 4. Butler whips a grenade to Robinson. It's a good guy to throw a grenade to. Adebayo hands it off to Robinson. Great contest by Bianca.
The Martin Luther King stuff. I can feel you guys sympathizing with me, feeling me, and like I said, it's kept me very humble and held in check tonight.
Barrett, good defense all over Robinson, who has to throw it up. And he puts it in. How about that? You can't defend a three. That's a three.
This guy has that type of range, folks, and a quick release.
To the floor.
Missed it badly, too.
Iguodala. Robinson gets a nice clean look and nails the three, and the Knicks are down 8.
324 feet, and there was step back. That's a tough shot.
Last 9 games, better than 50% from 3, and now Duncan Robinson matches in the second game on a Sunday. Robinson going again.
Yeah, they're setting a hard screen when 52 is exactly what he needed, right?
Robinson hit a couple of threes to start and hits again. You don't want
a contribution without scoring, which is great.
Robinson. He's hit 4. Miami's done a lot of work at the free throw line tonight. And Robinson.
That's what they do.
Harris LeVert is up. Robinson to give Miami the lead.
For Miami. No Dragic available, but none is. Duncan steps back. Kaboom. Duncan Robinson pick lead. 7:28 left, first half. Butler hangs in the air, sends it out. Duncan for 3. Kaboom. Ariza, just the 3rd rebound of the game for Bam Adebayo. Dribble handoff for 3. Kaboom. Duncan Robinson.
Attack off that dribble.
Hero with 4 on the shot clock. Robinson lets it fly. Kaboom! Duncan will destroy you.
Better shape, get his legs underneath him. We're going to see him knocking down more threes.
That's what he does best. Duncan Robinson. 26 games in a row with him and left. Flips into an open Robinson. Here's a wide open 3. Duncan Robinson, he has tripled twice already tonight. Numbers 114-94 loss to the Sixers. Here's Robinson. 3 times 3 here in the first quarter for Duncan.
In that perimeter versus having 2 really small guards.
Robinson. Kaboom. Duncan Robinson. 1 home run after another. 19 score in the league. Butler sees Robinson, the state-of-the-art trailer. 5 triples tonight and counting in this game. Robinson for 3. Oh, it bounced in. Shooter's touch for one of the best shooters on the 16 points a game for the 2nd year in a row. Duncan dribbles. Duncan Robinson didn't take long to extend his 3. Butler to an open Robinson. Shoots it over Grayson Allen and buries it. The net barely moved. 2nd triple for Robinson. He has 8 first half points. 8-point Memphis lead. Robinson, kaboom. Duncan Robinson from Everett. Been big. Victor got it back. Nice find. Got Robinson for the three ball. It's good. Oh, give Oladipo credit.
This is where Adebayo can be so good as a playmaker. With ball movement here, Robinson, deadly three-point shooter, cash money with Robinson trying to get free. Caldwell Pope right with him every step of the way. Robinson doesn't need much.
Off and watch the fake handoff and him continuing to go to the paint.
Three-pointer, Robinson sticks a big.
Lead is 7 for Portland. Here's Robinson curling into the 3, and that bounces in for him.
Can erase it all.
Tremendous recovery by the big man. Robinson catch and shoot off the curl, and that's what he does for a living.
It is. Last year he joined.
Nunn did not play in Miami's last game on Thursday, that victory over the Lakers, but with Victor Oladipo out, he is seeing a lot more playing time, and Robinson.
That's tough to deal with.
Robinson from well beyond the arc, and Robinson flexes of Adebayo.
Good transition defense there for the Suns. Get back. Duncan Robinson on the reset. Fires the 3. And this is a Heat team, EJ, that is #1 in terms of points in the paint allowed. 4 in the night, 15 points, 8 rebounds.
Who's going to step up here? Normally it's Chris Paul.
Robinson finds some space. Doesn't. Robinson running off the screen of Adebayo. Fires the 3.
Yeah, Mikhail's been.
Now Tyler Hero. Dish it out. Robinson.
Yeah, that's a one. Happy 16th birthday.
Oh, no doubt. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Well done, Ryan. So the corner 3 by Duncan Robinson. Double-doubles this season for the Denver Nuggets. Now Robinson, late close, and it's another one.
Yeah, that's what he can do. Will just went flying by. Remember, you want to close out. Drive him.
And opponents are shooting 36.5%, middle of the pack in the league. But if you combine that with the attempts, and there's a guy who can
things. I think that I like the fact that these teams are, and I think the Minnesota Timberwolves, these alternate jerseys are fantastic. These city editions, the North Star ones are just, I mean, it's a 10-point game right now, so it technically is not in clutch time. But Towns has been fantastic in clutch. Duncan Robinson knocks
strings, and so to have him back after this time off, the Nets are focused on a long run from Kevin Durant.
Duncan Robinson used all of the iron.
And truth be told, they didn't. So I understand the words of Jimmy Butler.
Yeah. Basically their worst loss of the season. Fans in the building here at American Airlines Arena. Life returning to normal, folks. And that indicates normalcy as much as anything when
Iguodala defending John Wall. Here's Duncan for 3. Kaboom! Shake, rattle, and drop. Right past Nunn, but missed on the layup. John Wall, he still has that explosive quickness. Here's Duncan. Kaboom!
Well, that's much back in the older days. It was frowned upon. Love that he was able to see some guys, but Kelly really is a true professional, and as we see Duncan knock
for the cutting Dedmon, knocked away, retaken by Andre Iguodala. Duncan from downtown. Kaboom! With 1:40 left in the third quarter, stutter steps, sets up Robinson. Kaboom! Duncan Robinson knocked
on the dunk. That's okay. I love that effort. I don't care if he misses a dunk. That's going to happen. But go in there like you mean business.
Duncan Robinson hits the triple the other way. Timeout.
Just pretty much nullifies your timeout.
Robinson.
Well, he's stuck on automatic.
And get out and run.
Butler off the Adebayo screen. Robinson from the corner, and that's good. Duncan Robinson, Nick Vucevic of the Bulls. Robinson, nothing but net.
What was you saying? Stick of both of them.
Yeah, just want to see them be aggressive early, looking for their offense. I think it was late in the game where we saw Jimmy really get involved and stay tight to your man.
Funny you should mention that Bam has all 3 Heat assists and Vucevic both of Chicago's assists. That's another 3 for Duncan. To State. Here comes Kendrick. Out to Robinson. The 3 flies and drops. 3 times 3. Dribble handoff. Oh, that's as big a part of the Heat offense as anything you'll see this year. The dribble.
A Tearfield edition of Rewind coming up in just a little bit. Here's John and Eric.
Duncan for three. Got it. Thank you, Jax. Duncan. Ariza driving on Tice. Robinson, quick release. Kaboom.
Just missed it.
2 steals tonight for Jimmy Butler, by the way. An average night. Duncan from downtown. Kaboom. 7 is so valuable on both ends. Ariza on the handoff to Robinson, uses the BAM screen, the launch. Kaboom. 31 years young, going strong in season number 12.
Yeah, look, he's such a consistent scorer, a guy who gets you 20 every night. If you're the Spurs, you love him, and does it a variety of ways. As talked about, he came in more as a defender, was all defense early. Youngest player ever to be young or deep. Let's stop it. Wow. Pause it.
Robinson toward the basket, lobs to Nunn. Nunn fakes a three, goes to Robinson, loves to shoot that three. The Heat can bring the vets off that bench. We mentioned Dedmon, Dragic as well. Robinson came and pass. Had it knocked away by Sexton, then Osman got a piece of it. And Adebayo tracks it down, gives to Robinson. Robinson launches and scores. Ariza. Now Robinson. Robinson launches. And knocks it down. My goodness. And the Cavs. Adebayo back to Robinson. He's watched by Dotson. Launches a three. Boy, he does not need much room. Duncan right fires over Wade. Missed it. Dedmon corrals a one-armed rebound as Kevin Gelly is checked in for the Cavs. Robinson, another three.
Down the hole.
Jimmy Butler, not even looking at the goal. Finds Robinson. You know, a good shooter like that eventually is going to knock one down. Numbers for Miami. Robinson. Butler over to Robinson. Oh my goodness, look how long that one is. From Lumberton.
But let's just focus on the positive, and that's 3 beyond the arc shots there by Ariza.
The Heat make it 4 in a row. Duncan hunting for threes. Kaboom. 2 triple taken this year by Duncan Robinson. 10-point Dallas lead. Duncan for 3. Got it!
From that hash mark logo area is Tim Hardaway Jr., Luka Doncic.
Miami down by 15. Robinson answers back with a triple. They're forcing the turnover. He pulled the chair out from Towns. Towns lost his footing. Robinson for 3. Kaboom. Duncan Robinson. They start about 30 minutes from now. They're in Phoenix tonight. Duncan for 3. Kaboom. That's been missing.
Robinson, that's his game.
Yeah, you got to communicate that. Anytime.
Quick hands, good hustle here. Robinson's going to try a 3 and bury it. Wow. Wow.
Robinson for 3.
Looped into Butler. Robinson off the catch, quick shot. Wow. The angle we got here, you knew that was in.
Yeah.
When you're leaning on Butler, and then Butler able to get off him, gets it to Ariza. You knew that was going in.
I don't know what happened on that.
Oh, my goodness.
That is a dagger.
Duncan. Ariza comes back the other way.
One thing the Heat did.
Robinson.
Ooh. Mike, one thing the Heat did.
Hero looking, finding Robinson for the 3. Jeez, just as silk. Adebayo doesn't seem that way, inclined that way. However,
for the Celtics, they will be no worse than the 7th seed.
Robinson, oh my God, knocks down a 3. Oh, they get it to him again. He has time.
I'm not going to say his name.
During the course of his career, he's been at the top of his craft and is a great guy, and we know that he's undergoing.
Throwing him to the guards, though, too.
The Bucks are on a 9-0 run. Duncan
Peter Fagan, the boss, just stopped by to say a hug.
An all-time great Hall of Famer, Marv Albert, will retire after this season. He has had a remark.
So you saw Chris Middleton was trying to ISO on Duncan Robinson. They are going to Chris on Duncan Robinson, but Bryn Forbes making him pay.
Duncan Robinson answers the Forbes three. You love it. They put up 143 on Thursday. 40 times this season, Milwaukee has scored.
Yes, if he's young enough, who knows? Robinson way behind the long line. Nothing. He can score in the paint. Duncan Robinson. Well, missed from the other side. Nailed it from.
The Bucks won 2 of the 3 games in the 3-game season series. Jimmy Butler did not play in any.
So pace is going to be a major %
from 3 this season. Robinson around the screen will pull again.
Everyone will help taking away advancement in the painted area.
Now they allowed just 41 points per game in the paint. Robinson, 31% shooting in this first half. Robinson got space.
Well, he's now 2 for 6 in the 3 ball, and he has a very quiet 15 points.
Steals and 3 assists for Antetokounmpo. Butler guarded by Giannis. Out to Robinson. Deep 3. Giannis gets back to him. Butler hounded by Holiday. Gives it up to Robinson. Quick.
Go here in the second quarter. I'm assuming you've been in games like this where you've just been pulverized in a half. That's a 3 by Duncan Robinson, and you've kind of touched on it. Wants to grab it and collects it in the corner. Back to Robinson. This is a 3, and he's hit 2 in a row from distance for Miami.
And that's coming off. He has dominated the Heat.
Well, the defensive scheme compared to last year is totally different. To see Duncan Robinson trying to free himself.